the concept of mole. We know that a set of 12 eggs together makes a dozen of egg. Suppose we decide to name a bunch of 100 eggs together and we call it a century of eggs. So a bunch of 200 eggs will be 2 centuries of eggs. A bunch of 500 eggs will be 5 centuries of eggs. Let us do one thing. We decide to call a bunch of 6022 followed by 20 zeros number of eggs together as a holy cow of eggs. Now, if we have two sets of 6022 followed by 20 zeros number of eggs, then we will have 2 holy cow of eggs, right? This number, when it is simplified, looks like this. In the world of chemistry, this number is called a mole of a substance. Therefore, 1 mole of egg means there are 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of eggs. Obviously, we do not use mole when we express a set of eggs. Rather, we use dozens. In the world of chemistry, mole is an unit used to mention a set of molecules or ions or atoms of an element. 1 mole is a set of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of particles. This is a unique number and is called Avogadro's number. So when we say a mole of a substance, it means that there are 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of particles. It means a bunch of Avogadro number of molecules, ions or atoms in a sack. We will call this sack as a molar sack in this presentation for our convenience. In this molar bag, there can be 1 mole of carbon atoms, or it can be 1 mole of calcium atoms, or it can be 1 mole of calcium chloride molecules. Why molecules here? Because calcium chloride is a molecule, not an atom. Here we can see that there are 5 sacks containing 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms in each bag. So we have 5 moles of atoms in total, right? Here we have a container containing some substance. Try to think how many molecules are there in it. Here is a tablespoon of table salt. Think how many molecules of sodium chloride is there? Or how many sets of moles you can make with these molecules. Here is a glass filled with some solutes in it. Think how many moles of solutes can there be in it. We usually say a dozen of banana or a dozen of eggs. We can also say a mole of banana or a mole of egg. But we use moles to denote molecules, ions or atoms for practical purposes. Here we have a dozen of eggs which weighs 50 grams. Now we see a bunch of these eggs in a basket. The total weight of these eggs in the basket was found to be 500 grams. We know that the weight of 1 dozen of eggs is 50 grams. So we can very well find out how many dozens of eggs are there in the basket. Don't you think so? It's simple mathematics. We take the weight of all eggs and then divide it with the weight of 1 dozen of eggs. Total weight of the eggs is 500 grams, which is divided by the weight of 1 dozen of eggs, which is 50 grams. That equals to 10 dozens. So 500 grams of these eggs will make 10 dozens of eggs, right? Now, if you are given 10 grams of salt and you are told that the weight of 1 mole of the salt is 2 grams, can you find the number of moles present in this 10 grams of salt? Pause this video for a moment and think. Excellent! You have guessed the answer correctly. Let's have a coffee together as I speak further. Periodic table is a great tool that gives a clue about some of the important properties of elements like atomic number, atomic weight, and so many others. Here I have selected 3 elements from the periodic table: sodium, chlorine, calcium. This number reflects the atomic mass of the element. The element is sodium and the atomic mass is around 22.99. This means that 1 mole of elemental sodium will have a weight of 23 grams. This is chlorine and 1 mole of chlorine weighs 35.45 grams. This is calcium. I hope you can guess by now 1 mole weight of calcium. Haha, you guessed it right. Great. So just keep this in mind that the weight of 1 mole of a substance is equal to its atomic weight. So, how do we know how much moles are there in a given amount of a substance? The very first thing we need to know is the total weight of the given substance, and then we must know the weight of 1 mole of the substance. We already know now that the weight of 1 mole of the substance will be the atomic weight of the substance. This gives us an idea about how many moles are present in a given amount of a substance. For that, we need to know the total weight of the substance that has been given to us. Then, we need to know the weight of 1 mole of the substance. And we know that 1 mole of the substance is equal to the molecular weight or the atomic weight, which can be found from the periodic table. Thus, the formula of mole will be total weight of the substance in grams divided by the molecular weight or the atomic weight in grams. That means it will denote how many molar bags will fit in a given weight of the substance. In this example, we have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of molecules, which is 1 mole. Let's say that the weight of 1 mole of these molecules is 14 grams. Now we have a basket containing these molecules, which has a total weight of 280 grams. We have already been told that 1 mole of these molecules weighs 14 grams. Now we need to find out how many moles are present in this basket. We use the formula to find number of moles that are there, which is total weight divided by the weight of 1 mole. The total weight is 280 grams. The weight of 1 mole, which is 14 grams. Hence, we get the answer 20 moles. That means this basket will have 20 moles of these molecules. In other words, it means that it can accommodate 20 such molar bags, right? In this example, we have some amount of sodium in a container. In order to find the number of moles of sodium that the container has, we have to use the mole formula. The first thing that we should do is to find out the total weight of sodium that is present in the container, and we find it to be 23 grams. Now we need to know the weight of 1 mole of sodium, which means its atomic weight. To know the atomic weight of the substance, we refer to the periodic table. You can see now that the atomic weight of sodium is approximately 23. So 23 is placed in the denominator. Therefore, the answer is 1 mole. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and do subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon in order to get updates about further videos that I'm going to post for you.